Good morning. We're at the airport.
Yeah. Round. What round is this?
Cool.
Trip.
2.
This is only our second. Yeah.
All right. So the first trip we ever took together as a trio was to the Olympics in Paris. And now here we are on our way to Puerto Vallarta for Carli's birthday. T enters in the middle seat. T. The birthday girl claimed the window, and I'm just minding my own business when I look over and see them struggling to put the window shade down. Next thing you know, the flight attendant comes over, tries to help, and then just slaps the safety brochure up against the window like boom.
But get it's a white refrigerator.
That's the fix. But hey, they did bring us the first class snack basket, so I guess it balanced out. Alright, so we made it through customs and all of that. And if you've never been to Puerto Vallarta, let me put you on real quick. After baggage claim, you're gonna see a crowd of at least 50 to 100 people trying to stop you. They'll tell you, you need a taxi, your name is on some list, you have to check in for something. Ignore all of them. Just keep walking. And if you actually need a taxi, don't stop there, just keep going outside first. Now, because I've been here before, I already knew where the Uber pickup spot was. As soon as you step out of the airport, make a left. Make sure the taxis are to your right. Keep walking all the way down until you see a pedestrian bridge. Now, there's no elevator, but it is wheelchair accessible with ramps. You good?
It's my damn birthday.
Walk down a couple more ramps, and boom, there's your Uber pickup spot. You're welcome. We called an Uber to the Airbnb, but we got here so early that we couldn't check in till 4. But we were able to drop our bags off, so that's good. Now, let's talk about the Airbnb. First of all, this was the view. Straight out of the front door. Just unreal. And on top of that, we had a really nice infinity pool. Only issue? We all agree this little left corner should have been a hot tub. The neighborhood itself was beautiful, super safe, and had 24/7 security. At night, it was quiet. Didn't really hear much noise. Just the usual traffic during the day. And so now we're walking to get something to eat. So for lunch, Carli found this spot, and the restaurant was so nice on the inside. I love the aesthetics. The staff was amazing, attentive, friendly, no complaints. The food, fire. The drinks, fire. The prices, fire. Now, they did bring out this little fancy platter with all of the expensive seafood and steak options. Tuna, tiger shrimp, salmon, crab legs, all of that. We didn't order any of that, but we did get some amazing food. And of course, cake for the birthday girl. I'll sell you this footage, $10 a second.
What?
After I got done hustling Carli, I stepped outside to check out the mountain views. And yeah, I could definitely wake up to this every day. So later that night, we went out to grab some food. After dinner, we just ended up walking around. By this time, it was about 11 p.m. They still had tents up where you could grab some food. So pro tip, find an ATM, pull out some pesos one time, and just use that. Because a lot of vendors prefer cash over a tarjeta, which is a card. So, right across from my Airbnb was this little bar. And since it had just hit midnight, making it officially Carli's birthday, I figured, why not go grab some shots? We took our little nasty shots and called it a night. Now, usually, I like to wake up early to catch the sunrise, especially when it's coming up over the mountains. But since we were only an hour behind East Coast time, I was not about to do all of that. But just look at this view. Like, tell me this isn't the perfect way to start the morning. Just standing outside, people watching, and taking it all in. This right here, this is what I'll never get over. Walking out the Airbnb and seeing this. This is life. So we got dressed and headed out for brunch. By the way, Ubers were like $5. The most expensive ride we took was to the airport, and even that was only $9. The restaurant we picked was Casa Nicole, and the vibes were perfect. The staff was friendly, the food was delicious, and the mimosas, amazing. We had 2 rounds. Well, Carli and I did. T doesn't drink. She doesn't need alcohol to thrive in life. She has all of that happy-go-lucky energy built in naturally. And when I tell you, this food was so fresh and so good, like, we're the type of people that always offer each other food. Like, you want some? Take some. Because why not? Now, for today's plans, ATVs. We headed down to the beach to find a vendor, and it didn't take long. We found this little stand, and the price was 1,500 pesos for one person, or 1,900 pesos for 2. The guy selling the rentals was super cool, funny, friendly, just all around good vibes. I'd definitely book with him again. He gave us some simple directions: walk down to the 3rd street, take a left, and go about 5 blocks. That's where you register and get set up for the tour. Now, on the way there, you already know people were offering us shots. Like, hey, wanna try some? And at that point, it's like, why not? The shots were free, so the least we could do was tip them. And of course, T had her little mocktail. So we get to the registration spot, which is connected to a restaurant. They give us wristbands, and we just sit and wait for them to call our group. Unfortunately, we couldn't record while driving. No GoPros allowed. So we only got footage during the stops. So we're about to go ATVing because it's the birthday girl's birthday. So it should be a good time. Any final words?
I ain't driving. Tiandra never drives. No matter where we go, Tiandra never drives anywhere. Tequila tasting.
Oh yeah.
Miss Meta shuffle.
The package included tequila tasting and access to a river and pool area to chill at. First stop, tequila.
Tequila. Exactly. Tequila's unplugged. So get ready, guys, please.
Are you ready? Let it bounce.
The guy running it, hilarious. He makes and sells his own tequila, but it's only available here in Mexico. And those shots, they were nice. This is definitely a tour I'd do again. After that, we kept riding back up the mountain, and while Carli and T were grabbing some food, I went down to check out the river and pool area. It wasn't too big, and a few people were in there splashing around. Even though it was warm outside, this is Mexico's winter, so the water wasn't exactly giving, let's take a dip. We are so dirty, y'all. We are so dirty.
We so filthy. I'm a dirty guy. Oh, they waiting on us, so we up here playing.
And that was the ATV experience.
Dirty birds.
Like, I want to say happy birthday to you. To you. Quiet.
So for dinner, Carli came through again with another solid pick. Every place she chose was a hit, and the waiter walked us all the way to the back, to where the ocean literally meets the beach. For dinner, I had sea bass and lobster and shrimp taquitos. And of course, we had to get dessert for the birthday queen.
Happy birthday to you. Bravo.
After dinner, we decided to walk around a bit. And let me just say, Puerto Vallarta is very gay friendly. Like very. We ended up checking out this set of indoor-outdoor clubs just to see what the vibes were. They gave me and Carli free margaritas and let us in for free. And we got to sit in a section for free. Now tell me where in America you can sit in a section for free. I'll wait. PVR nightlife is a vibe. Since the next day was our last full day, we decided to spend it at the beach. We got our $5 Uber, but before we even made it to the beach, the driver had to stop and put air in his tire real quick. Remember that boardwalk I mentioned earlier? Way more lively during the day. Vendors everywhere. The weather was perfect. But while you're walking, they will constantly offer you either souvenirs or drugs. No in between. Cocaine, weed, ganja, Molly? It's an every 2-minute thing. You spend half the time saying no gracias. Actually, all the time. No drugs. We are drug free over here. So, we got a beach umbrella for 250 pesos, about 12 US dollars, and had it until 6 p.m. A whole 5 hours for $12? You can't beat that. While Carli was taking a nap, T was getting a massage. Just a chill, relaxing beach day. After a few hours, we took a walk because Carli wanted to get a tattoo from the shop she had been to before. Now, the night before, we actually walked from that beach all the way back to our Airbnb, and it had to be over an hour-long walk, but it was safe and enjoyable. After Carli got her tattoo, we weren't about to walk another 37 minutes, so we took our trusty $5 Uber back. And since that first restaurant we went to when we arrived was so good, we decided to make it our last meal in PVR too.
So you thought you was gonna be this on the elevator, huh?
The crazy thing is, I didn't even see you, but I heard breathing.
Sasha talking about, I bet y'all beat y'all. What's going on?
Well, guys, that's a wrap on Carli's birthday trip to Puerto Vallarta. The city was beautiful, the vibes were immaculate, and we had an amazing time. I'll drop the Airbnb info below. If you're planning a trip here, I highly recommend it. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And let me know, what was your favorite part of this trip? See you on the next one.
It's been real. You know, PVR don't owe us nothing, baby.
Don't be sad.
She don't got no word.
We're going back to the ghetto.
The ghetto.
It was a nice trip though,
It
yeah.
was beautiful.
And we ate good.
Man.
And the food was cheap.
The food and the Ubers were cheap.
Yeah, $5.
$5. The most we paid was $9 US dollars.
For a ride.
America could never.
America can never.
Atlanta could never.
Okay. I mean,
Girls and
bottle girls and sections, $500 for 1 hour.
we don't want that.
We don't want that.
We got a section here for free.
Right.
With a free margarita.
We're going back to foods that have what we don't know what's in it. Mystery meat.
Right. The music was phenomenal. I danced all night.
Techno tea.